Today I'm talking about is technology making us live in a bubble or more social? As we know, our lifestyle is changing. People change from face-to-face chat to the chat on the phone. Like we use some apps to chat and we use email instead of letter. And we also use something like Facebook and Twitter. That's some new lifestyle today. Obviously, this new technology make our life easier and faster. But that gave us a question. Is this new technology make us social isolation? But before I talk about this topic, I will show you some data about that. There's an article on Pew Research Center talks about the teenager and the use of phone. Let's see number one. The graph shows that there's the average of text sending in 2009 is 50, and it's increasing, and in 2012 it becomes 60. And let's see number two. There's only an image here, but I want to show that those people who send more message, they're also more social than those people who send less message. So we cannot easily say text push friends away. Because the rising of social media, the number of people who use phone is decreasing. And those two graphs shows the use of phone of teenager. The one on the left, it's a landline. It's a phone in the home, and the percentage is decreased from 30% to 14% in 3 years. And the graph on the right side, it's the use of phone call, and it's also decreased from 38% to 26%. That shows that people more likely to use social media and text than use phone. And that's also a new changing of the way people contact each other. Let's see the graph on the left side. It shows the number of teenagers who use social media. And we can see from 2006 it keeps increasing. And it has a flat time during 2009. But in 2012, it's increasing sharply. Like it almost like jumped to a very high percentage. And we can see the graph on the right side. That shows the number of friends. Like we can see from 2006, it's like increasing, but in 2009 it decreased a little bit. The percentage between these two is just like 3%. But in 2012, the percentage is increasing sharply too, and we can like compare these two graphs. Because of the increasing of the use of social media, the friends number is increasing, and we can see there's a new graph like about the number in 2014. Let's see this graph. At the end of this graph is 2014, and there's two lines. The pink line is the number of friends, and the white line is the user of social media. And like this part, we we saw just now, and we can see the part behind 2012. It kept increasing, although it go more flat than before, but it's still increasing. That shows there's more and more of teenagers start to use social media, and because of the social media, they get more friends, and it doesn't influence too much about the friends around him. Those graph and data before it's about the teenager between 14 and 18 years old, and now we are talking about the young adult between 19 and 24 years old. Right now, I need to put this question in front of us. Is technology really make us isolation or make us more social? Right now, I will state the pro and the con side. The pro side think the technology make us more social, and the con side think the technology make us isolate. The reason why people think technology make us more social is it contact people easier than before, and that's a really common reason. And there's another reason is that because of the development of technology, people can share things easily. That's really a good way to make your relationship stronger. There's an example, there's two people and they're both on their phone. And if you read something interesting, like there's a photo or a article, you can share to them easily, just one click. Share. That's a really good thing to help your relationship and to find those friends who have same interest as you. And another reason is using chatting apps can keep the space between friends. As we know, there's a safe space between each people. That means if there's two people, they are too close, there are conflicts and some other problem between them. So the scientists say that using chatting apps can help people keep the safe space so that they can keep longer relationship and a better relationship. And there's one more reason because the technology, people can make more friends, and that's easier to find people who have same interest as you. And you can also find friends from all over the world. It's also one of the advantage of technology. And the reason of con side is that because of the using of due to the technology, some people cannot leave it. Although they start to see people face to face, like in a restaurant or other places, they cannot leave their digital devices, like phone, iPad, something like that. When they face to one friend, they still keep chatting with other people. And Another reason is that some people cannot leave their room. That make them live in a bubble. Because if they leave their room, they do not have ways to connect those friends only meet online. So they use phone, computer, iPad, even the video games to keep them in a small room. That's not good for social activities. However, those people who do not want to leave the digital technology are only 15% of all users who use digital technology. And the data shows that those people in that 15%, there's only like 3% of the 15% who had the condition to use digital technology frequently. That means the reason why those people cannot leave the technology because they can't use it as they want. So if they have some ways to use it, they can leave it. But most of people who can use digital technology like us, we can use phone or iPad every day. We can leave them and do other things. Although all those information and data shows there's a good shape of the increasing technology give us more social, but there's still something we need to be careful and avoid. The first thing I call them root situation because there's a root under their feet. That means like if you have an iPad or phone in your hand, you can't stand up and leave that point. Like more and more people start to do that in class, in their bedroom, or in any place. So that's a not good thing. If you depends on the technology, your social circle will be smaller and smaller, and that will cause the social isolation. And another thing is the video game. More and more teenagers start to play video game when they are very young, and we can see video game is also one of the way to make your social circle bigger because you can meet friends in the game world, but there's also something not good happen. Sometimes people cannot leave the game world, and because maybe they met something bad in the real world, so they want to escape that situation and go to a world they want. So that's what ideal world means. And they start to spend a lot of time in that ideal world, and they refuse to meet real friends, the friends around you, and that's also things can lead to social isolation. If we can avoid those situations I just mentioned, technology can really make us more social because it gives us a place to share our idea to other people, and so that we can make friends. Although you spend some times you used to meet friends to use on the phone, but it's still a way to contact each other, and because you save times because of the technology, so you can use those time to do other things. So that means you didn't lose that much time to spend with your friends face to face. So that's why technology makes us more social. Thank you.